What's up, BlindViews? You got Kevin 247 and Squirrel Tribe.
Hi.
And we are actually heading to go get coffee. And I wanted to respond. I wanted to answer a question and get her take as well. And this question of, and I don't have it pulled up in front of me, actually.
Pull it up?
Yeah, pull it up. It's on a video. I don't know which one it's on now. My air on? Oh, there it is. I had to pull it up because I don't remember which video it was.
Is it the latest one? What happened to Azul?
The fact that I said I don't remember what video it was means I don't remember what video it was. The cool thing is on YouTube Studio, you can go in and select the comments you responded to, so it automatically filters it. And I don't think I replied, but I hearted it, so it automatically tagged it as a response. So I'll let you read it.
It says, I would like to know the implications, if any, of someone posting 12 videos a day, changing, and only posting 2 times a day. Would be interested in your insight. 12 videos a day, changing? What does that mean?
What would be the difference of posting, let's just say 12 videos a day
and changing to only 2 a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know, a sixth of the volume, going from, you know, 360 videos a month to 60.
Well, in my personal opinion, you'd probably get the same amount of views because you're gonna get your notifications sent out on 2 videos. You're not gonna get them sent out on all 12 videos. Isn't it once you have 3 videos out, the notifications, you don't get notified past 3?
So I do enjoy and love the answer. However, I gotta dive a little bit deeper, as many will quite possibly be annoyed with me providing more information to answer the question, or potentially provide some form of answer, than just hurry up and spit it out and get to it already. But this video is actually specifically for BlindViews, so I don't really give a shit. But if you have a brand new channel and you're trying to get views, you're trying to get subs, you're trying to get reach, you're trying to get seen, guess what you don't have?
Notifications? You
don't have notifications. So I have to rule notifications out, because notifications, in my opinion, notifications never are the determining factor behind video success. If you have a video that's doing really well, your top, look at this guy. The top metric for driving traffic, no pun intended, is either going to be search or recommended. Look back on any of your best performing videos and let me know which one of them says notifications is the #1 driving metric.
Sure.
You want to answer it again?
Personally, I think it just kind of depends on if you have 12 videos worth of actual stuff to bring them, or only 2 videos worth of stuff to bring them. But if you have 12 videos and it's all 12 different things, then you have the possibility of reaching 12 different audiences versus reaching 2 different audiences with 2 videos. So it'll just depend on what you're talking about, what you're trying to bring, and how often you personally want to post.
So, interesting take. If you have a defined audience, odds are YouTube's not going to push you outside of that audience. So trying to hit 12 different niche topics probably won't work. And one of the clearest indications of this would be a news channel, like a big news channel. And they post multiple videos a day, hundreds per day, as they are essentially posting news. Now, some of this news is not really viral worthy, but as they hit different topics of news, you can see how effective or ineffective they are. Now, granted, there is always an outlier. For instance, Fox News had Tucker Carlson, and he pretty much could make anything go viral. And The Daily Show has Jon Stewart, and he was on a roll. I don't know how he's doing now anymore. But really, the question is what is your ultimate goal for your channel? What is your ultimate goal for the content that you're creating, that you're essentially trying to put out there? Because doesn't that have something to do with the effectiveness of 12 videos versus 2?
Possibly, but it also just depends on if it gets seen or not, whether what you're trying to put out there matters or not.
No, well, you're absolutely right. All right, you're absolutely right. But here's the deal. If I am an attorney if I'm an attorney and I have a legal practice and I represent clients in a variety of different types of legal cases, I may want to make 12 different videos of the 12 different types of legal representation that I would offer.
Which is what I was saying earlier. Not different niches, but like the news stations, they put out 100 videos a day. It's all the same niche, but not every video is going to pop, but certain people are going to want certain things.
You're right. And I'm talking about like big news, and they're talking about weather, they're talking about politics, they're talking about like and actually, I'll take that back. Some of the bigger networks, but smaller cities, as they cover all the news for their specific town, it's news, but it's not. Granted, it's not the same news. Mm-hmm. It's not war news. It's not political news. It's not election news or whatever. I'm trying to refrain from using certain terms.
Well, think about it this way: if you're doing news, let's say news stuff, and instead of making 2 videos where you put half the country in one video and half the country in another video, you make however many videos, and each one is, this is Texas, this is Ohio, this is New Jersey, this is New Hampshire, this is New Mexico, and each one has its own title and its own state. You're going to have certain people who want to watch those individually. So like I said, it just depends. You may get the same amount of people who click on the one long one, but you may get more who click on individuals. And
from the perspective of the attorney, you're not even really worried about views. You're worried about conversions. Mm-hmm. So you may get more views on the accident law, but you may get more conversions on divorce law. Mm-hmm. And that's what's paying you. That's what your goal is with the content. Now, we're going to talk about your video that you put up about the solar eclipse. Mm-hmm. And just think about it from the perspective of, I can make a video about the solar eclipse, mm-hmm. or I can make 12 different videos about the solar eclipse and each specific state that's in the path of total darkness. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's up to you, and that's up to the audience and the algorithm. And no one's algorithm is the same as anybody else's.
The plane is just hovering. You see it?
So what I did was, I recalled a keynote that we sat in on 2022 when we went to Vid Summit, and then I pulled up another video that we had watched at the beginning of this year, 2024, with examples, perspectives of this very question. And the 2 examples we have are Ryan Trahan and Kara and Nate. And Ryan Trahan, I'm not going to use Vid Summit's content like that, but he shares a slide about how much he was working and how many videos he was uploading in comparison to 2021 to 2022, and odds are 2023 and 2024 are probably going to be along the same lines of uploading less and getting more in return. Kara and Nate, similar confession or explanation or share or insight to what to expect for 2024 moving forward. What is it called?
It's chocolate covered strawberries.
You both opted for chocolate covered strawberries from Causeway. This guy made a video because you can't look like intimidating as a man drinking from a straw.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the GoPro decided to shut off, so we got coffee. Anyway, we're back.
Technically, we didn't get coffee.
We decided to get chocolate covered strawberries from Causeway.
Energy drinks.
Lotuses. We got some more comments we need to go through here. And let's see here. I got some comments to read. Most of these comments are good to read. The ones that weren't, I deleted them. I like to delete comments.
It's fun for me. Yes, delete you. Yes. Hide you. Yes.
She like me, she might be what I need. She get spicy. Want taste test? Come bite me. Yeah, I'm icy, way too icy. I get paper on big screen. I'm Spike Lee. I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy. I can tell they wanna get like me. Yeah, I'm vibey, just vibey. Too wavy. Come and get like me. I'm never living a bit in a...
I only say that to trigger people. He'll get upset that I delete comments.
You're cool. You're cool. You're cool.
This one says, Kevin, can you start doing stories on missing children? Yes, I can. She's a child. She's. You would think that they put something in her chocolate covered strawberry, but it's.
No, this is normal. Oh God, it's gonna burn it down.
All right, let's see here. One of the comments said, I was actually surprised at how many people knew Azul.
Well, obviously he's from Ghostbusters. Azul.
No, that is Azul, but not Azul. His name.
Oh yeah, his name is Zul. You're right.
There is no Dana. There's only Zul. Jess. Oh, is that our Jess?
That's our Jess.
Oh, okay, Jess. I thought I recognized the avatar. Hey Kevin, can you do a tutorial or give some pointers on how to edit videos? I have no knowledge of this. I love how y'all fuse different cuts together, and I will put a link up here or over here. I'm not really sure.
Just put it right smack dab in the middle.
And I'll put it in the description of that video. And if you need more information, then let me know. I think on that one, I actually use my phone to do it. But if you want to know how I do it on Final Cut Pro, that's a different story. So that's it for comments. Completely unrelated. Inside the Movie Magic says that Back to the Future 4 is coming. And you'll never guess the added cast member. And Kat said that she knows somebody that she used to work with named Michael J. Fox, but it wasn't Michael J. Fox.
It wasn't the same one.
Got some stories here we're gonna talk about later. Mass layoffs hit 3 states. And this one's a good one. Gavin Newsom's restaurant offers $16 hourly wage to employee, despite a new state law guaranteeing a minimum wage of $20. Can somebody say above the law? Meet the billionaire king of subprime car loans, whose company underwrote Trump's $175 million silver fraud bond. More legal action taken against Keller Williams' profit-sharing program. Bay Area Auntie Anne's mogul estimates California's new $20 minimum wage will cost him $470,000 per year. This Walmart got trashed. We're going to talk about that. It's a completely different video. Restaurants charging customers a 4.5% security fee on top of every other fee. Costco did something crazy to the rotisserie chicken. Spring break gone wild. Siesta Key Beach pays the price for obnoxious party animals. Why I'm staying home for the April 8 solar eclipse. 2 plead guilty to insider trading related to the Trump media merger. More tourists have stays at hotels for eclipse canceled. These are all impacts to business, folks. There's an April Fool's Day prank about the 2024 solar eclipse. Don't fall for it. As I told you, there's opportunities created around every corner. And another major beer company faces calls for a boycott. These are all trending in the news right now, at least presented to me in the news right now. And we'll talk about those later on a separate video. But let's get back to posting more or posting less. Let's recap. I'm gonna let Michelle give you her thoughts and opinions on BlindViews' question in the comment.
So the question was, what happens to your views if you go from 12 videos a day to 2 videos?
Is that really the question?
That's how I remember reading it. Let's double check this. I look like a ghost. I need a tan. I would still like to know the implications, if any, of someone posting 12 videos a day changing and only posting 2 times a day. Would be interested in your insight. So implication meaning, would you get less views? Would you get less reach? Because I don't know exactly what the implication is that BlindViews is asking about. Are you asking, would you make less money? Would you get less subscribers? Would you get less views? Because technically, you can get less views and still make more money. You can get less views and still get more subscribers. So I'm not positive on what implication you may mean. And I think it'd be different for every channel, what those implications could be from posting less versus posting more. I don't think it's really gonna change your reach, whether you post more or post less, unless of course you have specifically titled videos for exactly what the video is. Maybe you just then only have 2 videos to be shown to people instead of 12 videos to be shown to people. But I don't know that there's really any implications, is that the right word again, from going from 12 to 2.
I'm gonna ask my own question. Based on BlindViews' channel, we're gonna use BlindViews if you feel comfortable with BlindViews, or we'll use Sarasota Tim if you feel comfortable with Sarasota Tim, or we'll use Squirrel Tribe, the Squirrel Tribe channel, not Squirrel Tribe 2.0 and not Squirrel Tribe Life. Out of BlindViews, Sarasota Tim or Squirrel Tribe, what do you think would happen if you went from, actually we can't use BlindViews because he doesn't post that much. All right, we can't use Squirrel Tribe because she doesn't post that much either.
I post daily, but I don't post more than 1 a day most of the time. Every once in a while.
All right, Sarasota Tim, you're kind of familiar with what he posts?
Me? Yeah.
You're kind of familiar with it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's use that as an example. If Sarasota Tim himself were to not change his content at all, but reduce his upload frequency from 12 a day to 2 a day, what would be the implications? Let's go with that.
Okay, here's what I think the implication would be. He'd have less pissed off subscribers who are tired of seeing 12 uploads a day. I think that there's a difference. I think that sometimes if you're not bringing anything, that 12 uploads a day is 10 too many. If you're bringing something that is important or helpful or entertaining or anything like that, then you know that's different. But if you're only bringing 12 uploads to say you put up 12 videos and there's literally not a single bit of anything to them, it's all just pointless fluff, I don't think you need 12 videos. I think if he dropped down from 12 to 2 and those 2 videos had something in it, just like one little bit of iota of something interesting or important or whatever, he'd do much, much better reach-wise, subscriber-wise, retention-wise, like versus dislike-wise. That's my personal thought on that.
There's a difference between, like, the content can go stale.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to try to post 12 evergreen videos a day, the long-term return on that would be tremendous.
Yeah.
If you try to, you know, if you're just trying to post 12 in the moment time wasters, then you'll get what you're going to get out of it, and as soon as you're done getting anything out of it, you're never going to get anything else out of it. However, I can show you, as I will on the screen here now, a video that I uploaded probably over 2 years ago that just continues to be watched because people are interested in the topic that the video was created for, and it has evergreen content with useful information that almost never goes stale.
I have one of those too, but it's from a couple months ago. But I was just thinking about that phrase I remember hearing growing up. People who just talk to hear themselves talk. That's what I think sometimes when you're uploading 12 videos, you're just talking to hear yourself talk. And I think it's a little too much sometimes. But again, it depends. If it's interesting or useful information, that's totally different. That's a really low bike. I don't know if you can see that.
It's a Ruckus.
Is that what it's called?
He had a custom Honda Ruckus. But, so what you're saying is that Tim exhibits characteristic traits of a classic narcissist?
Yes, narcissistic traits. Likes to hear himself talk. Very much so. Because like I have Squirrel Tribe 2.0 where I'll talk about my day, but I'll talk about a bunch of other stuff. And I don't feel that that's narcissistic to talk about your day if it involves other stuff, but I feel like his stuff, because it doesn't bring anything substantial with it, is more on the narcissistic scale.
I think he could probably do some more reviews. That
Yeah.
would bring more, because you're bringing information about a product that people are probably going to be searching for and want more to know more about if they own, troubleshooting, or if they're potentially going to purchase and buy. But is there a difference if Tim were to post 12 3-minute videos for a total of 36 minutes of content versus just one 36-minute video? Is the real issue that some people have with Sarasota Tim the fact that he just continuously uploads instead of just making a daily vlog?
Possibly that, but I think maybe he doesn't upload a longer video because he sees that his retention is very low. And so it may feel like he's wasted 34 minutes because they only watch 2. So he feels like maybe if I only make 3-minute videos, I can still get that 2 minutes out of the 3. Makes him feel better that people care about him enough to watch those 2 minutes out of 3 versus they don't give a crap about him and only watch 2 minutes out of 36. Sorry, I gotta start taking Zyrtec, I think. I was gonna say something and then I completely forgot what it was. You said something and then, oh, I was thinking he's got these campers and he does all this stuff, and instead of making a video and then not being happy with the feedback he gets about the things he did wrong or didn't do correctly with his camper, maybe he could make a follow-up video of, hey, thanks for this feedback. I didn't know this. This is what I've changed. Look at this, blah, blah, blah. I feel like he would get way more views if he made those type of videos versus hiding them from the channel or deleting the comments that say he's not doing something correct. And again, narcissistic behavior there.
It's actually funny because we have different opinions about how the algorithm works and, you know, how we go about our own videos and our own channels independently. But you just said something really important. And honestly, if Sarasota Tim is watching or listening, or if anybody shares this with him, if Sarasota Tim were to make a video about his mistakes, about his errors, about his faults, about his actual problems, instead of pretending like he knows it all and everything is grand, and listen to him and only listen to him, for he is
the only one who knows anything.
Everything from him is from the gospel. If he were to start making content specifically pointing out his flaws, his channel would freaking explode. I mean, and I'm gonna take credit for it because I'm the one here telling Sarasota Tim to make content pointing out everything that you've done wrong, or at least
what people have pointed out that you've done wrong.
But even if it's making a bad purchase on a camper, or a mistake of accidentally getting into a car accident, or buying a cup of coffee that wasn't the best damn cup of coffee you've ever had in your life,
or the mistake of putting jelly on eggs, because that's disgusting.
Side note, YouTube is heavily motivated by negativity and personal problems and tragedy. And if you begin to present that instead of pretending like you're not, you'll probably see a massive uptick. Just saying. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor.
Too windy for that.
It is crazy windy out here. Where's our McLaren? It's crazy windy.
The one with the drive-out tag, which one is that?
That's the one we saw parked over here the other day.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Am I gonna walk where?
I don't know which way you're going or what you're doing.
Didn't you just go to the bathroom? Didn't you just go to the bathroom? It's a very popular place to use a bathroom. People are very excited about it. This is nuts. We were just out here the other day, and I'll show you a clip from when we were out here just the other day.
You don't care what you're doing to me. I've been down in the ruins so deep. All the games that you played, all the love you forsaken, you let it slip.
Another reason. Worst part about living in Florida. The jellyfish. The jellyfish. You got these guys up here making some roof repairs. This is crazy. This is crazy. Is today Friday or Thursday?
Thursday. I had to think about it. It's Thursday. There's going to be more people tomorrow because, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the...
Is it going to... No, tomorrow's got good weather.
It doesn't... I don't think the rain kicks in until next week. But the waves look pretty.
Pretty
There's wave here down in Miramar. Somebody's getting murdered over there, so... there's no thing to set it on. We hold that paper holder, so I can't set my phone on top because then it'll slide off. I think that would just work. Sorry.
Yeah, this place is insane, nuts. And this wind is getting pretty high.
Yeah.
I wonder what the wind is tomorrow. You probably looked at the weather, but you probably didn't look at the wind. It probably sucked to take a boat out tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
But either way.
Well, today, right now, the wind is northwest at 14 miles an hour. Tomorrow's gonna be a high 71 and super sunny. According to this, today is kind of not. Tomorrow will be west-northwest 12 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Up to 15.
Yeah, hard pass.
Yeah, no, that'd be a crappy boat day.
So anyway, I do have some thoughts and opinions, obviously, as always, very many, for a very lengthy conversation, long-winded, no pun intended. But I do want to go back to Social Blade and share this screenshot with you of an interesting figure, data point for Kara and Nate. As Kara and Nate said in January, they were going to take some time off from uploading and calm down a little bit. I think this is more so Kara's decision than Nate's, but be that as it may, if he wants to stay married, then he'll listen to Kara. But I think Kara knew better, and I don't know if this is part of their decision, but at the end of the day, it's working out in their favor. Their views have gone up tremendously.
True.
Each video now is creeping well over 1 million sooner and for longer, gaining them more evergreen content visibility. And overall, if you look at Social Blade, their 30-day views are up substantially. So they're doing, oh, okay.
No, you go, do your thing. Sorry, I was gonna make a comment. Well, I was gonna say that it makes me think of like, think about this, ladies. This is to the ladies. Think about this. If your significant other brought you flowers every single Saturday, every single Saturday, every single Saturday, every single Saturday, at some point you get flowers on a Saturday and you're like, okay, cool, thanks. It's not that big a deal. It's not that romantic anymore. If you don't know when they're gonna show up, or they're more sporadic and less super planned, they're way more romantic and mean way more. So same thing with the videos.
Yes, exactly what she said. Think about it like having sex with Sarasota Tint.
No.
Would you want to have a lot of sex? Would you want to have a lot of really bad sex, or would you rather have less really good sex?
I'd still think it'd still be less really bad sex.
No. It's not less. You'd have to have sex with somebody completely different.
Oh, okay. Then I'd rather have less really good.
I'm not saying either way, one or the other, but.
What if Sarasota Tim is like the Ron Jeremy of Sarasota Tims?
I mean, he met some dudes in the parking lot. But anyway, somebody called him a lot lizard or something like that.
Oh, no, that's bad.
But either way, I just think that for Kara and Nate, they have seen, you know, a positive return on their investment by doing less. Similar to Ryan Trahan, doing less and getting more. And getting more out of life, and not even just YouTube. Yeah. Because if you devote your life solely to YouTube, then what is your life beyond that?
I just realized this is now a pay to park spot, and this used to be a public parking area too.
Whereas I've seen instances of people not being able to enjoy their life or their vacation or whatever trip it is because they're so focused on making the content that they miss the whole point of being where they are and doing what they're doing and going where they're going and enjoying the time there. And I would much rather, honestly, after having done it 2 years in a row. For the summer of 2024, I'd love to travel. And I'd love to not record any of it.
I was gonna say the exact same thing, because you end up missing out on something, on a lot of things, and it ends up being it focuses your mind in one way of the vacation as opposed to it being just family and fun.
What I would do is summer of 2024 is I'd have my schedule set. I will record once a day. I'd get that out of the way. I'd get it over with and done. And then I would go enjoy the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't vlog, I wouldn't record any of it. Because I know, she knows, Michael Bordenero knows, because he even said it in one of his videos, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But either way, be that as it may, those are my thoughts, my opinions. Squirrel Tribes, as she's interjected and included, and take it for what it's worth. See you guys on the next one.
Dame la plata, plata. Cash, cash, cash.